Alright, yeah, do a quick mic test. I want to know whether you can hear my voice or not. And finally I'm here. Yeah, oh my god, I forgot to move my paper here. Wait for a while. Yeah, I guess this is a Perlis paper. Yeah, some student told me the Perlis paper is hard, but yeah, I did try out the first Perlis paper here. I find it actually quite okay, not as hard as I think. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So yeah, first thanks for so many of you come to join the live streaming. Yeah, so yep. So let's start about these questions. Yeah, how many of you actually already did this paper? Yeah, I hope a lot of you try before. Yeah, good night for all of you. But normally they you say good evening even it's night time, because good night is for people who want to sleep. Anyways, my English is not good, so let me run out of this topic. Alright, so okay, let me just slightly zoom a little bit more. Yeah, I hope you can see. Yeah, I actually encourage you to use the computer to actually see. If you are using phones, it might be hard for you. Right, so let's have a look on the first question. So yeah, it's very easy. So diagram 1 show the circle with the center O, which is divide into the 12th sector. The angle of the sector from the progression with the first term, which is P. And then you can see P become 48, 44, 40. State whether the progression is arithmetic progression or geometric progression. It's very easy. You know arithmetic progression is plus minus, right? And geometric progression basically is just multiply and divide. So obviously you can see 48 go to 40 basically is plus minus, isn't it? So this one will be AP, arithmetic progression. So you're going to choose this one. Alright, find the value of P. So basically P we know is 48 plus 4, which is 52. Yeah, just like this. Should be very easy. Yeah, I'm not using the iPad. I'm using the Wacom Cintiq. Yeah, if you are love to draw, maybe you know what is Wacom Cintiq. Yeah, it's basically a drawing tablet. Yeah, I write on it. And this is my pen. Alright, so how you write the answer to get mark? Basically in this case, there's just 2 marks. I guess there's 2 marks, just they want 1 mark for each of the answer. No, I'm very bad in drawing. Yeah, someone asked, can I draw? No, I cannot draw. Okay, so given that 2k, 3k plus 4, 6k plus 8 are the first consecutive term of the geometric progression, when you see 3 terms and you want to solve it, basically there's only one thing you can do, which is doing the ratio. So ratio tells you what? Second term over first term will equal to the third term over second term. Right, you should be familiar with this one because we're going to use this one over here. So 3k plus 4 divided by previous term 2k will equals to 6k plus 8 over 3k plus 4. Okay, second term over third term over second term equals to second term divided by first term. Alright, and then cross over multiply. Don't simplify. Some students see the 3k plus 4 and 3k plus 4, they will actually just simplify them. Because this is equal sign, you cannot simplify. Unless this is multiply. It's a very big difference. I can write out to give you some idea. If today you have something like this, yes, then you can simplify. If this sign is multiply. But if this sign is equal, you basically cross over multiply. So you cross over multiply, that means you cannot simplify like that, alright? You must know that. So therefore, here actually will give you 3k plus 4 square. here I will multiply 12k squared plus 16k. Alright, expand this one, 9k squared plus 24k plus 16 equals to 12k squared plus 16k. Alright, then there's a lot of quadratic you need to do, so I will solve the k squared first, 3k squared. And then I solve the 24k and 16k, I have minus 8k plus 60 and minus 60. Alright, then I will solve this one. Since they want the positive value only, so I will solve this one and get a positive value. Then I factorize it. Should be 3k and k should be 4 and 4. Yeah, negative, positive. So therefore, k equals to 4 and k equals to negative 4 over 3. This is negative value, right? So this value is rejected. Your only value is k equals to 4. Right, so far so good, right? For paper 2, do we need to do the questions in the sequence in buku jawapan? Yeah, I will recommend you do follow the sequence. If you are not following the sequence, make sure you actually write the numbers in your jawapan there, state clearly this is question 4, this is question 7, and all that. Yeah, because they say k must be positive, right? So I cannot accept any negative value here. Not necessarily right, rejected. Yeah, normally I will state is rejected lah, or any words is same idea will be rejected lah. Right. So if you have the non-routine question, can you show us? Yeah, if I have later, if we finish earlier, maybe we can see some other state paper maybe. If you have time. Yeah, depend what time you want to sleep tonight. Yeah, I'm kidding. Alright, so okay, for number 3 over here, from this equation, you can see the sum all the term here. The important sign is a plus here. Do you see you have so many plus here? So you might think about Sn, sum of first n term over here. And obviously you see the word infinity, so you might think about sum of infinity. But sum of infinity in SPM, one of the very obvious information is like, you can see the value that sum will become smaller and smaller. Alright, then we will use the sum of infinity. If you see the value that sum become bigger and bigger, then it cannot be use the sum of infinity formula. Alright, so yeah, so then based on the first equation here, I know sum of infinity should equals to 3 over k. Because all of the numbers sum and up to infinity, I will get 3 over k. So this is what happens. And from here, from the series here, I actually know my a is 0.09. And I can easily know my r is my second term divided by my first term. So r should equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it should be 1 over 100 or 0.01. Right. So I have a and r. Then I know my sum of infinity formula is a over 1 minus r, isn't it? So my a is 0.09 over 1 minus r is 0.01 equals to 3 over k. This one I type in the calculator should be 1 over 11 equals to 3 over k. Then I cross over, multiply, my k should equals to 33. Alright. Yeah, I will try to talk slower to make sure all of you can understand. What is infinity? Yeah, you should refer back to your formula. You have one formula is sum of infinity. How to do a recurring number? I guess a recurring number, depend what kind of recurring number you are saying. But since a student asked me and I can explain a little bit, recurring decimal, let's say you have 0.12 recurring decimal like this. This one actually represents by 0.121212 and so on, right? A loss of 1, 2. At the same time, if I break this one, of course here got infinity. And if I break this one into the series, should be 0.12 plus 0.0012 plus 0.000012 and so on, right? So normally incurring decimal in SPM, they will ask you to write as a fraction. So this one is sum of infinity, right? So I just use a sum of infinity formula. A is 0.12, 1 minus R. This one divided by this one, R is 0.01. Then you will have 0.12 over 0.99. Then you will get 12 over 99. Yeah, and you can try to type in your calculator 12 over 99 will equals to 0.12 here. Yeah, this is what happened for incurring decimal. Alright, so if you're okay, then I'm going to move on to the next question. Yeah, for incurring decimal, answer need to be in fraction. Yes, you're right. Alright, so for question number 4 here, basically the question want to know like how much you can understand about the diagram and how much you can understand about completing the square equation. Because you should know this equation is a completing the square equation, right? So from here, you should know because there's nothing in front of the bracket here, this one means is positive 1. If this value over here is positive, you will get a minimum graph. So you get a minimum graph from this completing the square. I know my minimum coordinate here equals to P and Q. Okay, if you do not know why I will get P and Q, then you need to go back to learn about completing a square. I can give you some idea. If today I have fx equals to x plus 5 square minus 9, then my minimum coordinate from this equation, x coordinate get from the bracket, you just assume x plus 5 equals 0, x equals to negative 5. This one will get negative 9. So this one will be the minimum coordinate. I can straight away get from the completing the square equation. This is the purpose of doing completing a square. One of the main purpose to get the maximum or minimum value from the equation itself. Alright, this is just the idea. You might ask me where do I get this equation, just come out from that random. Alright, so now come back to this one. So the question basically, they asked me to state the value of PQ and the equation of axis symmetry. Yeah, P is quite easy. Because luckily both of the y value here is 12, that means this line is parallel to x-axis. This line will be the parallel to x-axis line. And then because this is parabola graph, right, I know the x value is always on the middle. We're always on the middle here. And here is from 0 to 4. 0 to 4, what is the middle value? 2, right? So therefore, your P value is 2. P equals to 2. At the same time, I know my axis symmetry, which is x equals to 2. Because equation of axis symmetry must have the equal sign. Then I done the last part C also, x equals to 2. And then you want to know the y value. Y value, Q will be the minimum of y value. Obviously, this is tangent line, right? Tangent line actually touch at y value. So Q basically equals to 8. Q equals to 8. Then you're done. When you see the word state, right, there's no working needed. Just write the correct answer. You should easily get the 3 mark. I guess it's 1 mark for each because here it's actually 3 mark. Right, I hope you can get it. Alright, nice. And we move on to number 5 here. Okay, find the range values of x. Isn't it 12? Where do you get 12? No, there's no 12 there. So can you explain how to do the completing the square? Oh my god. Axis must be right. Yeah, for equation of axis symmetry, equation must have the equal sign. Okay, I will teach you do a completing the square quickly. But yeah, actually you should know how to do completing the square. Okay, I teach you to do completing the square quickly. Simple one x squared plus 7x plus 10. If I were to do a complete square for this one, right, the easiest one is I want to do some bracket square here. Alright, what is the things I want to get inside my bracket? Definitely, in order to get x squared, there must have x here. There must have x here. And this value, we always know is b divided by 2. 7, right? 7 is b. So you plus 7 over 2. B value divided by 2. And then you minus this value inside the bracket. The constant value here, you square it. Minus 7 square over 4 square. I mean over 4. Yeah, so 7 square is 49. 2 square is 4. And then you plus 10. Yeah, this is how we do the complete square quickly. So you will get 7 over 2 square. And then plus 10, this one is minus 9 over 4. Alright, so you might ask me, how actually this one come from? I mean, how do I actually get this thing? So if I expand the bracket here, I'm getting x squared plus 7x plus 49 over 4. If I expand the bracket, this is what I will get. And from here, you can see this 2 term is on the top here. But this term is actually, I add it myself in order to square it. So whatever value I add, I need to minus back the same value. And this value always is this number square. And this sign is always minus 1. There's no chance you get plus 1. Alright, so this is what happened. I do the minus 49 over 4. A lot of students like very confused. And then you solve this one, then you got the final answer. Alright, this is how we do the complete square. Minimum point always equals, yeah, minimum x value, minimum or maximum x value always equals to the axis symmetry. It's equal to axis symmetry all the time. Alright. Y is equals to A. Okay. There are a lot of students ask why is equals to A. Okay, let me explain. Okay. First thing you have to agree with me, this one is the minimum point, right? Minimum point, we have an x and y here. Yeah, x value we just found. X value just now we found is 2. Right now, I want to read the y value. How do we read the y value? X value we read from here, right? We read from here, we know 2. Y value we read from here, right? Obviously, this line is y equals to 8. So this value over here is 8, right? So obviously, this one is 2, 8, isn't it? So therefore, P is 2, Q is 8, just like that. You can actually use your eyes to see. Right. So, yeah, I haven't started number 5. Did I start the number 5? Not yet, right? Yep. Is minimum value and minimum point is different? Yes, minimum value, when they say minimum value, they only want the y coordinate. When they say minimum point, they want x and y coordinate at the same time. It's a 2 different thing. The question A here, if the question asks about range, which always come out in your state paper, when you see the graph is the minimum graph, when U is a minimum graph, just in case you do not know how to see minimum graph, maximum graph is N, because this one is minimum point, this one has maximum point. For minimum graph, the range is always bigger than 0. A is always bigger than 0. This is the range, fixed already one. You just memorize. For maximum graph, A will less than 0. Okay, this is a thing you need to memorize if the question asks about range. And what is A value? A will be the value in front of the bracket square. Yeah, this is the A. This is the A. So, depend you see the diagram. In this case, it's a U shape, right? So, if you ask about range, my A is bigger than 0. Because n must be positive in order to get the minimum graph. If A is negative, then you will get maximum graph. Okay, what is the completing the square for? Okay, normally completing the square, never mind. completing the square. For few purpose, one is to find the maximum and minimum point. Second, to help you to sketch a graph. Of course, third thing is to solve the equation. But this one normally in IGCSE math only. In SPM, they seldom ask you to use a complete square to do. So because you need to sketch the graph, so therefore you can understand the shape of the graph, either U or N. Therefore, you should be able to know axis symmetry if you want to sketch a graph, because axis symmetry always get from the x coordinate. And then the last thing, if you want to sketch a graph, you need to know about the maximum and minimum. And then you must have the y-intercept. Alright, this is the purpose of doing complete square. Alright, let me move on. If every chapter I also need to explain so many side topics, yeah, I will not enough time. There's 25 questions here. Yeah, for completing a square, we always need to factorize the coefficient of x squared. Let's say you have negative 5x squared, you need to factorize out negative 5 to make it kind of the positive first. Alright, so let's move on to number 5 here. Find the range values of x when y is less or equals to 6. So yeah, so before I do that, I need to make this equation the y as a subject. So I crossover multiply 2x squared equals to 4x plus y. So y basically equals to 4x 2x squared minus 4x. Alright, so then the question says y is less or equals to 6, right? That means this equation, this is y, right? So when y is less or equals to 6, my y is what? 2x squared minus 4x. Less or equals to 6. And then I divide 2 for whole equation. X squared minus 2x less or equals to 3. And then I solve this equation. Minus 3 less or equals to 0. And then I factorize this equation. I should get x minus 3x plus 1 less or equals to 0. And I draw out the diagram. Less means the value must on the middle is between negative 1 and 3, right? So x must be between negative 1 and 3. So this one will be my final answer. This is quadratic inequality. Yeah, if you do not know what's happening here, how do I get all this value? Go to Google search about quadratic inequality. Alright. Yeah, please show the working. If you didn't show the working, you will lose some mark, definitely. Okay, find the range value of p in terms of k if the quadratic equation does not have the real root. Does not have real root means what? B squared minus 4ac less than 0. So do we have to show the graph? Yeah, you better show the graph here. I skipped one question just now. Oops. Oh yeah, question number 6. Okay, yeah. So question number 6 is quite simple. They say that alpha and beta is the root of this equation. So from here, from this equation itself, I know the sum of root will equals to negative 5, right? Negative b over a. A is 1. Alright, sum of root, since my root is alpha and beta, I will plus them together. Negative 5. And then I will do my product of root. Product of root is just negative 2. Product of root means two roots multiply each other, right? Negative 2. Alright, and then they ask me to form the equation for the new root here. So I have my new sum of root here. So new sum of root, that means both of these roots plus together, right? Alpha over 2 plus beta over 2 should equals to alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta over 2, isn't it? Alpha plus beta over here is negative 5 over 2. Then I do my new product of root as well. New product of root tell me these two new root are going to multiply both of them. Multiply beta over 2. Then I will get alpha beta over 4. What is alpha beta? Negative 2, right? Negative 2 over 4, which is negative half. Once I got my new sum of root and new product of root, I sub into my final equation. X squared minus sum of root x plus product of root equals to 0. Then just plug in the value. Sum of root we have, right, negative 5 over 2 become positive 5 over 2 here because you have a minus sign here. Product of root is minus 1 over 2. So then I will multiply 2 for the whole equation to make the equation look nicer. Alright, this one will be a new equation. Please explain more why negative 5. Yeah, just in case you have zero knowledge here. You should have an equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. If I want to do the sum of root, right, the formula is negative b over a. Product of root, right, the formula is c over a. Negative b over a, right, so whatever value here, if here is positive, I will make it become negative because the formula is negative b divided by a. Alright, so therefore we come back to this equation here. So from here, if I do the negative b over a is negative 5 over 1, right, so therefore it's negative 5. Product of root is c over a. C is negative 2 divided by 1. A is 1, right? Negative 2 over 1 is negative 2. Right, this is how we get this thing. Yeah, I'm a bit tiring. Yeah, I teach from morning. Still now. Alright, so if the last question I don't multiply 2, is it considered correct? Yeah, I guess you don't multiply 2 is okay. Unless the question asks you to leave in the general form. Normally I will, but it's still correct. I guess it's both is correct. Unless the question say leave your answer in ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, then you have to multiply 2. Yes. Even if it doesn't multiply 2, I guess you will still get the answer. Still get a mark correct. Alright. Okay, number 7 here. Okay, so no does not have the real root. B squared minus 4c less than 0. My b is k, right? K squared minus 4 p 4 less than 0. Okay, and then they will ask you p in terms of k. Alright, k squared minus 16p less than 0. K squared less than 16p. Then I move the 16 to the other side because I want to make p a subject, right? So k squared over 16p. So p is bigger than k squared over 16. Alright, it's quite simple. Yeah, it's 2 distinct root will be bigger than 0, 2 equal root will be equal to 0, and no distinct root is less than 0. I mean, no real root is less than 0. Alright, so yeah, this is a very easy question. Yeah, 81 is 3 power of 4. So I will multiply x, and square root is what? Power of half. And this is 1 over 3 power of 2x minus 2. That's been 3 square, right? I times 2 for both. And then I will multiply into here. This is 3 power of 2x. 1 over mean power add the negative for it. Alright, then 2x will equals to 2 minus 2x. 4x will equals to 2. X will equals to 2 over 4, which is 1 over 2. Right, this integers question is very easy. Yeah, if the question say real root only, then it will be, they say real root only, not real distinct root, then it will be more and equal. Can we use calculator for this working? At least you need to show the minimum working here. When was still at the question just now, b squared minus 4ac bigger or equal to 0 mean have real root only. It can be 1 real root, 2 real root also can. When they say have real root, this is only you have bigger or equal. You don't have less than equal, alright? Yeah, just some students think like why the power is gone. You need to improve indices. So let's say 1 over a squared, then you basically you will get a power negative 2. And you ignore you like confused about negative here. If you multiply the negative into both here, you basically get 2 minus 2x, right? This one get negative 2x, this one get positive 2. This is how I straight away remove the negative. Alright. Yeah, I guess I should drink some water. Yeah, bring some tea for myself. Alright, so log question. Yeah, this log question is a bit weird, but then it's not too bad. First thing is I move the 1 to the other side. Minus x log px equals to negative 1. Because the 1 I move to the other side is negative 1, this one I move to this side is minus. Alright. If you do not know what is happening here, I can let x log px equals to an apple. Example, we have apple. So we have 2 apple here minus 1 apple equals to negative 1. So if 2 apple minus 1 apple, you still left 1 more apple, isn't it? Then I will substitute in my apple here. Equals to something like this. Alright, log rule tell me the power I can move up. I mean the number in front I can move up, become the power, x power of x equal to negative 1. And log rule also tell me I can move my log p to the other side, become p power of negative 1. So therefore p power of negative 1 is 1 over p equals to x power of x. So p is equals to 1 over x power of x. Right, this is how we do this kind of question. Of course, in the exam you don't draw apple lah. I just give you some idea. In the exam you write m, write k, write anything is understood by you. No, don't draw an apple in an exam, please. Right, so yeah. And a lot of students will tell me, so is it x power of x equals to 1? Definitely no. Because imagine 2 power of 2, is it equals to 1? Not equal, right? So x power of x cannot like simplify it and make it 1. Alright, so yeah. Because a lot of you do not know actually you can minus this number. So I purposely like do some substitution here to get you some idea actually you can minus them. Yeah, a lot of students like how can they solve this these two terms? Actually it's the same term, then you can minus them. Alright. I'm not going to explain about log rule. You make sure you go to do some revision on log. Log is very easy. Okay, so this question is 2 marks, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Of course, first thing is you want to get m is very easy. If you see the pattern here, from negative 3 to 3, negative 1 to 1, and then positive 1 to 1, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. So obviously this one is negative 4 to 4, right? Because negative 3 to 3. So I know negative 2m should equals to negative 4. M should equals to 2. Alright, if you can't see the connection between the number you think is impossible for you to understand, then maybe you need to draw out the thing. Okay, I draw 2 cycles here. Here we have negative 2m, we have negative 3, we have negative 1, we have 1, 1, 3. 1, 1, 3, 4. We still have a 4 here. And then the image size we have, we have 1, 3, 4. That's all. So you can see the negative 1 go to 1 1 will go to the 1 here. Why so many 1 here? No, this is extra. And then you can see negative 3 go to 3. 3 also goes to 3. So therefore, when 4 go to 4, negative 4 also go to 4. So this value is a negative 4. And obviously you see so many go into 1, right? So it's a many to 1 type. Right, very easy. Y is negative 4. Do you see the pattern? I guess the equation here between the set A and set B should be x squared. Is it x squared? No, it's not x squared. I guess it's modulus x. Alright, so that means whatever value you insert into the x here, like negative 3 you insert into the x here, you get positive 3. So if you might guess, is it negative 2m will equals to 4, but the 4 already have 4 to 4 already, so this one cannot be 4 anymore. The negative 2m, this one must be negative. So you should be able to understand it. Alright, move on to the next one. 11. Okay, so given the functions and its inverse function is this thing. So you have two functions. So basically one is fx, one is f inverse here. Okay, so what you need to do over here is you either make both of them become inverse or you make both of them become f. But when I see this equation, I don't like it at all because I have h and k. If I move around, it will be so complicated. So I will not touch this one. So I will just lock this one out. I will now add a lock for it because I'm not going to move this one. So I will touch this thing. Alright, so this one I'm going to make it become an fx. Yeah, you know how to make fx become f inverse, right? If you want to make the f inverse back into the fx, same concept. So I will let f inverse x equals to y, the things keep on missing, equals to y. Alright, so therefore my x equals to f inverse y, right? I mean fy, sorry. Okay, this is my objective. That means at the end I want to find what is x. This is my objective. So I have the f inverse, right? Just now I just make the f inverse become y. Do you see that? So I will sub the y into the f inverse. I will sub the y into the f inverse. So y will equals to 2x minus 5 over x minus 3. And I say if you can make x as a subject, you found the xy. You will find the fy. So I make x as a subject. So xy minus 3y equals to 2x minus 5. I cross over multiply, alright? And then I group the x together equals to 3y minus 5. And then I factorize out the x because I want to make x as a subject, alright? And then I make x as a subject now. Alright, so what is my x? My x is fy, right? So I have 3y minus 5 over y minus 2. So therefore, what is my fx? Will be 3x minus 5, x minus 2. Alright, once I got my fx, okay, now I'm going to unlock this one because I want to compare them. So you see the bottom is x minus 2 is the same, right? X minus 2 here. So from here, you should know h equals to 3, k equals to negative 5. H equals to 3, k equals to negative 5. Alright, so yeah, this is what happened. Alright, so I hope you can understand. This is inverse function, right? You should be able to do inverse functions. If like few days before exam you still do not know inverse function, then it's not good. Why not 5? Because this is negative 5. Negative 5 and 5 is not the same. Alright, okay. The diagram 12 shows the locations at Amy House, Swimming Pool, and Mira House, and Cutterson Plant. At ASM, you have A, S, and M. A stand for IME, S stand for Swimming Pool, M stand for Mira. Alright, ASM, are the center of the location. So ASM are the coordinates such that the distance from any house to Mira house, so that's mean AM is 3. The distance the swimming pool to Mira house is equal to 3 SM. Alright, so this is the information we have. So I make it into ratio first lah. AM over SM equals to 3 over 1. Therefore AM ratio SM equals to 3 ratio 1. Alright, you must get the idea. Then I will see the straight line here. Alright, so this is a straight line. From the ratio, I know A to M is 3 and S to M is 1. So this is 1. Since the whole thing is 3 here, so here will be 2. Right, once I got it, then I want to find Mira house, I guess. Find the coordinate of the Mira house. I need to find X. So obviously, you know this one is, you need to use a ratio formula. Okay, let me just give you a ratio formula. mx1 plus ny1 over, x2, what's wrong with me? x2 over m plus n, comma, my1 plus ny2 over m plus n equals to xy. Yeah, you cannot see the xy here because it's blocking by my cell. Okay, I move now. Alright, so I'm going to use this equation and do some substitution here. Crossover multiply, you should know, but always need to cross over multiply. Alright, so 2 going to multiply with x, I got 2x. And 1 need to multiply with negative 8 plus 1 negative 8 over 2 plus 1 will equals to the middle x value equals to 2. Alright, then the same thing for the second y equation. 2 multiply y, 1 multiply 2 plus 2 over 2 plus 1 should equals to the y coordinate 6. Obviously here you can see I am actually solving here. So this one is 2x minus 8 equals to 6. So 2x equals to 14. X equals to 7. Alright, then I will do the same thing here. 2y plus 2 equals to 18. 2y equals to 16. Y equals to 8. Therefore, the Mira house is 7 and 8. Yeah, this formula actually is so-called modified midpoint formula. Yeah, this is the formula we use for ratio. Alright, so it's not really modified. I believe this formula is given. Let me check for you. Coordinate. Yeah, it's not modified. It's this formula. Do you see that? Yeah, the formula is given. Yeah, this stream will play back also. Yeah, I guess maybe you want to watch this one again, you can come back at 11. Okay, so let me move on. We have 25 questions. Need to save our time. Alright, so okay. So diagram 13 will show a line, straight line PQ. Yeah, you can solve this equation if you want. Yeah, for this paper one we don't have the section C. Okay, let me come back to this one first. Okay, this is straight line equation and ask me to find W and Z. Actually quite simple. If I will get a W, I will just sub this coordinate into the equation. So if I sub the coordinate x into the x, 6w over 18 plus 0 over 9z equals to 1. 0 divided by anything, you get the 0, right? So 6w equals to 18, w equals to 3. So therefore, I got the coordinate 18, 0. Right, we just found the w equals to 3. I'm going to write it down. And then I will sub the second coordinates into this equation, which is this one. into this equation. So my x is 0 over 18 plus y is negative 18 over 9z equals to 1. So 0 divided by anything is 0. So negative 18 equals to 9z. Z should equals to negative 2. So therefore z equals to negative 2. Alright, just plug in the coordinate and then find the gradient of the straight line. Yeah, great. Just use the gradient formula. Gradient will be negative y-intercept negative 18 over x-intercept 18 is 1. Alright, it's sort of the easy mark here. Why is that Terengganu paper very hard? Okay, next question. 14. Alright, so how to turn in a regular equation? You just move around. Okay, let's say we want to make this one into y equals to mx plus c. What we can do, we have y over 9z. Y over 9z equals to negative x over 18 plus 1. Then y equals to negative 9z over 18x plus 9z. Yeah, if you want to make it into a normal equation. Alright, so yeah, this one is very easy if you understand the question. The vector a and b are non-zero vector and non-parallel vector. So given this one, find the value h and k. Alright, so we have h minus 2a equals to 2k plus 3 minus hb. Okay, because this one is a non-zero vector, so that's mean actually you should have a invisible b here, 0b. Here you should have the invisible a here, 0a. Then what I will do here is I will comparing a and a, b and b. Alright, so h minus 2 equals 0, h equals to 2. Then 2k plus 3 minus 2 equals to 0. Then 2k equals to negative 1, k equals to negative 1 over 2. Right, this is how we do this kind of question. Yeah, non-zero vector that mean if zero vector is nothing, it's not even a vector, maybe it's dot. Yeah, non-zero vector just mean it must have something. The vector must have line. So therefore we mean it's non-zero vector. Non-parallel that mean we can parallel mean they will have the same a value. Non-parallel means the a value and the b value have no relationship, so we call non-parallel. Yeah, the unit vector can mean is one unit, yes. Zero vector mean their sum is 0. No such thing called sum is 0. The zero vector just mean both a and b can must be 0a and 0b, something like that. Non-zero vector that mean even you have 0a, you must have some b, like 5b, 6b. Okay? Non-parallel mean they can intersect each other, but I don't think you will need to understand about intersect vectors anytime soon until you go further level. Is it equals to collinear? No. Non-zero and non-parallel. Non-parallel cannot be collinear. Non-zero vector just mean the whole vector cannot be 0, but the a can be 0 or b can be 0, but it cannot be a and b 0 at the same time. Yeah, because zero vector is just some fancy word to confuse you. For me, zero vector mean nothing one. because you will never have zero vector. If you have zero vector, you don't need to solve the vector anymore. So whatever vector you see is a non-zero vector. So it's just like scientific word to make you like very scared. Okay, collinear and parallel, they are related, but they are not the same. They can be same collinear and parallel, but normally they are not the same. No, collinear is not equal to 0. Collinear just mean 3 of the point on the same straight line we call collinear. Collinear mean they have ratio, right? Yeah, collinear mean they have a ratio for each other. Collinear, remember we have something like AB equals to lambda BC. Those is for collinear. Alright, so how did teacher get 0? Yeah, because it's a non-zero vector, that means if this equation, it doesn't show B on this side, that means the B on this side, the value is 0. Here, on the other side, they only show B, they doesn't show A, that means the A is 0, right? Because normally 0 multiply A, we doesn't write it. So, but then it's still there. Actually, if I do myself, I don't even will write the plus 0 thing because I already know it's equal to 0. But if I straight away do like this, a lot of you will ask me, teacher, why you get 0? Actually, you have an invisible 0 here. Yeah, I'm just trying to make you understand. Right, number 15. Okay, unit vector of OA. So, yeah, you should know unit vector of OA is equals to vector OA over length of OA. Alright, so, yeah, if this is O and A is -1, 6. Yeah, this is A. So, from O to A, the vector basically, if from O is very easy, straight away, right? -1i plus 6j. Now to find the length of OA, like Pythagoras, -1 square plus 6 square. I get square root 37. So therefore, my unit vector will be -i plus 6j over square root 37. Alright, unit vector, this is the formula lah. Basically just like that. Alright, so let's move on. Unit vector is very easy. Yeah, this question might be a little bit hard if you do not know how to solve. Alright, so a tank have a rectangular base of the length of 2x. So I randomly draw a tank, and then you have a regular base. The length is 2x, and the width will be half of the length, which is x, and the height of the tank is equal to the width, which is x. Given the total surface area is 9 meters square. Alright, so I will find the total surface area here. Since it's 9.5, right? So there's a 6 surface. I hope you see that. There's 1 here. This is 2x squared. Behind got 1, 2x squared. Top also is 2x squared. Bottom also 2x squared. So we have 2x squared. We have 4 pieces, right? 4 2x squared. And then side here is x squared. You have another x squared plus double x squared equals to 9.5. So we have about 10x squared equals to 9.5. Alright, we might need to use this equation later. Okay, find a small change of the volume. Now they say about volume, this is area, alright, of a tank when the x is increased by 0.2 m. So from here, this sentence tell me what? X is increased by, so I know the change of x is 0.2. So I want to find the change of volume given the answer in the 4 decimal place. They asked about small change of the volume, right? So I need to form a volume here. Oh my god. Okay. The thing just goes all wrong. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, in order to find the change of volume over change of x, I know I need to get the dvdx. So therefore, I need to get a volume formula from here. Volume will equals to 2x cubed. My dvdx from here will be 6x squared. I need to know the x value before I substitute in. This is the thing I want to find. This is 0.02 given. Then I equals to 6x squared. So from here, I can get the x value. So the x square value equals to 0.95. Because divide 10, right? So therefore, change of v equals to 6, 0.95 multiply 0.02. Then you solve by using the calculator. You should be able to get the correct answer. Yeah, you get 0.1140 because they want the 4 significant figures. Right, this is how we do this one. So if we just solve for the x, then plus 0.02, then find a new volume minus the old volume. Yeah, but then you don't have the new volume and old volume. Yeah, maybe you can try that way, but I find this way is actually easy. Delta y is equals to dy dx times delta x. So how do you get the x cubed? Oh, you know the volume, right? Volume is length times width times height. What? 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times x again is 2x cubed. And if you do not know how to get the area like this lah. How to get this surface area? X times x, right? You get x squared. So total this volume should have the 10x squared. How to get double of x squared? Because this side and this side is identical, right? So you should have x squared is here. The other side is another x squared, right? So x squared, you get 2x squared lah. Is the area equation correct? Yeah, 10x squared, I pretty confident is correct. Okay, so I'm going to move on to next question. 17. Alright, so solve the equation. Yeah, this one might be hard if you do not know how to solve. First thing is, yeah, you need to know what is the formula for sine A plus B. It will be sine A, sine B. Sine A plus B. Sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, right? Yeah, this one should be the formula. And you might ask me, how do I get this formula? Basically, I see sine A plus B. Do you see that? So we're going to expand them. Alright, so yeah, we need to solve this one. Yeah, they purposely put the beta, and then cos should be C in the English version. Yeah, K is in the Malay version, but it's fine, I can understand. So therefore, I have sine 2 beta cos 60 plus cos 2 beta sine 60 equals to 3 square root 3 cos 2 beta. Alright, so yeah, these two is a cos, right? I'm going to group them together. So I will have 3 square root 3 cos 2 beta minus sine 60. Sine 60 is square root 3 over 2. Square root 3 over 2 cos 2 beta equals to cos 60 is equal to half, 1 over 2. So this is half sine 2 beta. And then I factorize out the cos 2 beta from here. So I will have 3 sub 3 minus sub 3 over 2. And then here is just half sine 2 beta first. Alright, so I'm going to move the cos 2 beta to here to make it tangent later. And here I will need to solve it. This one should be, if I make it 2 here, I times 2 here, 6. 6 minus 1, I got 5. So this one should be 5 sub 3 over 2 multiply 2. Simplify, should be 5 sub 3 only. Alright, so tangent 2 beta equals to 5 sub 3. Alright, so far so good. There's a lot of alpha beta here. Alright, so then the next thing is, yeah, this is the value of beta, but you don't have any range for 2 beta, right? So I will multiply 2 for every single one here. So therefore my 0, 2 beta, 2 times 0 is 0, 720. That means my angle need to find up to 720 for 2 beta. So what I'm doing here is, I'm going to move the tangent to the other side. Inverse tangent, phi sub 3. Alright, for 2 beta, I will find all the angle up to 720. So shift tangent in degree, shift tangent phi sub 3. The first angle is 83.41. And then because of the add sugar to coffee, you know tangent get positive at third quadrant also, right? Because phi over 3 is a positive value. So third quadrant is 180 plus theta. So I will plus 180 for this answer. So I have 243.41. And then I need to continue find the angle up to 720. So therefore what I will do is all the angle I plus 360. So this angle I plus 360. Then this angle I plus 360. So I plus 360. This one is 603.41. And then 83.41. I plus 360. I should get 443.41. Alright, so after I found all the angle, I want to get a beta, right? All the angle over here, going to divide by 2. So divide 2, this is 221.71. 83.41 divided by 2. 41.71. 243.41 divided by 2. Yeah, just divide by 2 for every single one. This one should be 301.71. So you can realize my final answer basically is everything within 360. Yeah, for cos 60 you can use a triangle to count, or you just memorize lah. Am I? Yeah, I mean, oh my god, did I do something wrong here? Yeah, so sin 60, yeah, sin 60 is square root 3 over 2, what? Correct, what? The second angle, sir? What do you mean by second angle? Yeah, the second cycle, that basically means all the angle here you're going to plus 360. Oh, the second angle is 180 plus theta because this is in the third quadrant. This one in the third quadrant, so it will be 180 plus theta. Yeah, I guess I plus wrongly, right? Ah, yeah, shit. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I plus wrongly. This one should be 263.41. Then this angle is wrong. Then this one is wrong also. Plus 360. Then this one should be 623.41 divided by 2. 311.71. Then 263.41 divided by 2. 131.71. Alright, thanks for the correction. How to type the calculator for sin 60? Just type. If you're having this calculator, if you're having the black color one, then you have to remember this triangle. Yeah, this triangle is something like this: 30 degrees, 60 degree, square root, and then you have 1, 2, 3. 1 square root 3, 2. Alright, you have to remember this triangle. And then for sin 60, You focus on 60 degree, you focus on 60 degree here. Sine is what? OA, right? OA. So it will be square root 3 over 2. Cos 60. Cos is what? AH, right? 1 over 2. Tangent 60. Tangent is what? OA, right? So square root 3. Yeah, this is the triangle you basically remember if your calculator doesn't give you square root 3 over 2. Alright, so yeah, if let's say you really love to learn triangle, yeah, you have another 45 degree one. 45. This is 1 square root 2. Then you know your sine 45 is 1 over square root 2. Cos 45 is 1 over square root 2. Tangent 45 is equals to 1. Yeah, basically you can remember this triangle will be good. Okay, how do you get 5 square root 3? Yeah, I just multiply here. You're trying to use a calculator because I make them have the same denominator here. So this is 2 times 3 is 6. So 6 square root 3 minus 1 square root 3, I get 5 square root 3 over 2. Oh my god, should have over 2, right? Is it? 5 square root 2 over 2. Yeah, I should have over 2 here. Oh my god, I should always have the marking scheme beside me. That's all, but how come all my answer is correct one? Did I make it? Oh, because I multiply 2 here. Because the half move to the other side, it will this is sine 2b, right? Because the half move to the other side, I multiply 2, so don't have the over 2 anymore because I multiply 2, yes. Yeah, sometimes do so much myself also get a bit confused. Why need to plus 360? Because it rotates second round. So need to plus 360. Yeah, so because it's not easy for me. 2 hours, you want me to finish this paper is damn easy. But 2 hours want me to discuss this paper is not that easy. Okay, let me just move on to question 18. Alright, so this one, you have a y equation and you have dy dx and you have integration. I give you one easy tip for this question. This kind of question is, whenever you see you have dy dx and you see integration, a lot of time you can just copy down your dy dx equation first. I'll copy down my dy dx equals to 3gx. And then the question actually asked me to integrate gx, right? So what I will do is I will integrate to both sides. Of course, this is constant value, I leave it outside lah. And then they want from -1 to 1. So I will write from -1 to 1. Alright, so over here, you should know this one itself is the question. The whole thing here is the question. The highlight one, so this thing over here, so this is the question. So what I want to do is I will leave this question over here and then I will move the other thing to the other side. 3 move to the other side, I will get 1 over 3 here. Alright, then the next thing is what happens when you integrate dy dx. I say many times, if you integrate dy dx, you get y, isn't it? Alright, so here you will get y. But what is your y? Your y basically is this thing, right? Your y is basically 2x plus 1. So therefore you'll get 2x plus 1 over 3x squared. And then this is from -1 to 1. When I integrate -1 to 1 gx. So you realize in the whole process over here, I never really integrate anything. I just simplified the equation because I understand integrate dy dx, I actually get y. So therefore, because of the simplification here, the whole process over here, I never integrate anything. Okay, then I just simplify it. So this one I will substitute the 1 into here, I should get 3 over 3. Minus, I substitute this one into here, I should get negative 1 over 3. Then I can get my final answer by solving this one. Should be plus, right? 4 over 3. Should be 4 over 9. Oh my god. Why I cannot write anymore? Okay. Yeah, I guess it's hang for a while. I need to restart the thing. Okay, the Microsoft OneNote is just like so unstable. So I guess I have to close it first. And then open again. Yeah. We are back here. Oh my god. Alright, so here you will get 4 over 9. Alright, just type in the calculator, simplify. So this is the final answer when you integrate the whole thing here. Alright, yeah. No, this pen no need battery and no need ink, so the ink cannot be finished. You did use the DV to integrate? No, we never do integration in this kind of question. So the y is the original function y, yes, it is. Alright, question 19 here, linear law. Alright, so the variable x and y are related by the equation y equals to px minus qx. The diagram 19 will show the straight line. Mm is obtained by the plotting. So I guess here should be y over x. Yeah, he just doesn't write over x here, should be y over x. So yeah, find the value p and q. So what I want to do is I just want to simplify this equation. So I have the equation y equals to px minus qxq. In order to get y over x again x squared, I divide x for everything. So this one will left a p, this one will left a minus qx squared. So right now I kind of get it. Negative qx squared plus p. Alright, so from here y equals to mx plus c. You should know that negative q is a gradient, right? So your gradient will be negative q. So negative q, since it's a gradient, then I use the gradient formula. 9 minus 3 over 5 minus 2. So it's basically 6 divided by 3, which is 2. So if negative q equals to 2, q will equals to negative 2. Alright, so yeah, I got the q value, negative 2. So then the next thing I will do is I will substitute the negative 2 into here. I get 2x squared plus p. And then how to find p? Just submit any coordinate you like. But then you need to understand the coordinate. The 2, 3 here, the 2 coordinate basically is the x squared. The 3 coordinate is the y over x. So I will sub the whole 3 over here and 2 over here. So do not write something like 2 squared and then you got wrong. So p equals to negative 1. P equals to negative 1. Alright, this kind of linear law question actually is quite easy. But the gradient is positive, yeah. So you can see my gradient is positive. Q must be negative. If Q is positive, right, then my gradient is then the gradient is no longer positive. Alright, so yeah, please do not chat something not relevant in the chat room. Yeah, because I believe every student have the equal chance and opportunity to learn, so I try not to ban any student from the live chat. So yeah, just behave yourself, you are adult. Alright, so question 20 here. A group of 5 students are to be children from 9 boys and 7 girls to form a school debate team. Find the number of different ways to form the team, which consists of boy only. So that means from here I have 9 boys and 7 girls. From both of them, I only want to choose 5 of them. So therefore, when they say boy only, that means I only select from boy. I have 9 boys here, I will choose all boy 5. Then this one will be my answer, 9C5, 126. Alright, at least 4 girls. That means I still need to select 5 students, but at least must be 4 girls. So I can be 4 girls or 5 girls. Because they say at least 4 girls. But I cannot be 6 girls because they only want to select 5 people. So therefore 4 girls here, I need to add 1 more boy here. Alright, to make 5 people. So therefore, even it's plus, later actually you should multiply because the 5 people in the same cases. I have 7 girls here, I choose 4. Multiply, I have 9 boys here, I choose 1. This one from 7 girls here, I choose 5. Then 9 boys here, I choose 0. And then I will plus them together. I will plus both of the answer. 7C4 times 9. 315. 7C5. 21. So you plus them together should be 336. Alright, this is how you do this kind of questions. Yeah, the permutation combination thing I explained so many times already. So yeah, I say one last time is permutation means you read the question, you think that the arrangement will make the difference, then you use permutation. If the arrangement doesn't make any difference, then just use the combination. This paper actually I just like search online. You just go to type something like SPM 2018 try Perlis paper. Yeah, you should be able to easily get it. Yeah, you go Google, you can have a lot. Let me see, can I share the link here or not? Yeah, so if you want, maybe I can try to help. I'm not sure you can click the link over here or not. Yep. When to multiply and when to plus. Multiply means when they're all in the same cases, you multiply. Plus is when you have alternative cases, you plus. So like this case, you can see I multiply because the whole process here, I need to choose 5 students. I plus here because this is alternative way to select another 5 students. So in this one we call same cases. In the same cases we multiply, we plus when we have the alternative. Alright, so question 21. So the author want to buy 2 goldfish from the pet shop to increase the number of fish in his aquarium at home. So in the pet shop, there are 9 of the female fish and 8 of the male fish in the tank, but they all look the same. Find the probability that both fish are the same sex. So that means they only want to select 2, right? So they can be both also female fish plus both also is the male fish. Alright, so how to select female fish? Female fish we have 9 out of total is sample space is 17, right? 9 plus 8. So it'll be 9 out 17. This one obviously is without replacement. You just imagine if you are the boss of that shop who sell fish one. Is it possible your customer want to buy 2 fish? You catch 1 fish already, then you tell your customer you're going to put it back and then you catch again. It's not possible, right? Then you forever also cannot catch 2 fish for your customer. So common sense, this kind of question is without replacement, alright? So without replacement, second one, both also minus 1. So 8 over 16. plus both also male fish we have 8 here, right? So 8 over 17 multiply 7 over 16. Alright, this is how we get the same sex. Yeah, you can use the tree diagram if you want. Alright, so 72 over 17 times 16 plus 56 over 17 times 16. So answer should be 8 over 17. Alright, and then both fish are female. Yeah, I'm curious why he repeat the question. If both fish are female over here, obviously they're asking about this thing only, right? So write this thing as your B answer. Alright? Yeah, easy. Can you show tree diagram? Yeah, sure, if you want to have tree diagram. Alright. Female and male fish. Female fish and male fish. Female fish and male fish. Alright, so this is the first fish, second fish. So you have 9 male fish, right? And then total is 17. Female is 9. This is 8 over 17. So we catch one female already. So here you have left 8 over 16. So this one will be 8 over 16. So this one, if you catch one male fish already, male will left 7 over 16. This one will be 9 over 16. Yeah, so from here I want to get the same sex, right? So it's this one and this one. So basically you multiply them. So like 9 over 17 multiply 8 over 16, and then plus 8 over 17 multiply 7 over 16. Why not 9 over 17 multiply 8 over 16 plus 8 over 17 plus multiply? No, if you multiply like this, male and female, this is different sex already. You must have the same sex. Alright, let me move on to the next question. Alright, so Adam is one of the archers who represent his school in the secondary school, the archery tournament. During the practice, the Adam has done 5 try shots. The probability that Adam strike the target is P. So P is a constant. The coach then produced a sketch graph of probability distribution for a number of shots that strike the target obtained by Adam. Alright, so over here, the question asks me to find P and M. So like this kind of cases, right, I always choose a 0 or 5 to solve. Either one will be good. So let's say I choose the 0. Because why? Because it's easier to do the 0 or 5 thing. Okay, 0 when n equals to 5, because try 5 times, r equals to 0. So my formula is x equals to 0, and then NCR, right? So with 5C0, and then P power of 0, Q is 1 minus P, right? 1 minus P power of 5. So the whole thing should equals to, what is the probability? 1 over 3125. Alright, so of course, write nicely lah. Okay, this one should be on the top lah. Okay, so I saw 5C0 is 1, P power of 0 is 1. So 1 minus P equals to 5th root of 1 over 3125. So it should be 5th root of 3125. So 1 minus P equals to 1 over 5. P should equals to 4 over 5. Then Q equals to 1 over 5. Alright, so this is how we do it. Why R is 0? Because, sorry, just okay, if you do not know how to see this table, this is the R value. Alright, because your formula is x equals to r, NCR, PR, Q, N minus R, right? Yeah, because this is x-axis will be your R value, y-axis will be your probability number. Alright, so this is the pattern of the table. So yeah, so therefore this is how we do it. Yeah, maybe I block a little bit. So yeah, you might think, what if you choose a 5? Can you get the answer? Yes, you can still get the answer, but I will not choose 1, 2, 3, 4 because P and Q is unknown. So if you choose a 1, 2, 3, 4, it will be quite hard. So let's say I say when x equals to 5, let's see what happens. X equals to 5, you will get 1, 0, 2, 4 and 3, 1, 2, 5, right? So if I apply the formula, it will be 5C5 P power of 5 Q power of 0. You can write 1 minus P if you want, but I will just write Q because power of 0, it doesn't matter, equals to 1024 over 3125. 5C5 is 1, this one is 1, so P equals to fifth root of 1024 over 3125. Your P is still equals to 4 over 5. Okay, so normally if you want to choose the first one or the last one. It's easier to do. Why is 1 minus P? Okay, good question. So if P equals to 1 over 8, how do you get a Q? You need to 1 minus 1 over 8, right? So this is the formula because P plus Q is always equals to 1. So therefore Q is always 1 minus P. Just remember this thing. Alright. Alright, B. Calculate the standard deviation of the number shot. Strike the target obtained by Adam. So standard deviation equals to square root NPQ, right? Yeah, square root N is 5, P is 4 over 5, Q is 1 over 5. Just plug in the value. You should be able to get the correct answer. So you will get 0.8944. So how about M? You still need to find M? Then you just plug in since you have the P and Q already. Then you just plug in to find your M value. Alright, I will try to help you about M here. M is when R equals to 4, right? Then X equals to 4. Then I will equals to M. So it will be 5C4, 4 over 5 power of 4, 1 over 5 power of 1 equals to M. Then you type in the calculator for this one. So I type in the calculator and then I will get some decimal, 0.4096. Alright, so this is how to get the M value. Yeah, or you can use the 1 to minus all of them, yes. You can use 1 to minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus all the 5 probability here. You can also do that if you want. Yeah, N is the total. You can think about largest number. What is the mean of standard deviation? Standard deviation means you want to know like how much not consistency is. The standard deviation value largest means the thing is less consistent. Yeah, last year I actually used an example of like phone. If like Apple today they want to produce iPhone, they want to make sure the quality of if they want to make sure the quality of iPhone is very very good, that means all the iPhone will have the same quality, then the standard deviation must be very very low. So if the standard deviation is very very high, that means maybe your iPhone can be used but your friend one is broken. Yeah, this is how we understand standard deviation. Variance actually very same idea with standard deviation, but variance just less accurate. Of course, you can go Google to type what is the meaning of standard deviation. Alright, so these questions. Given the parameters of the sector OAB is 54, area of sector is 180, theta 1 is bigger than theta 2. Alright, so if the sector OCD have the parameters and area equals to OAB, find theta 1. Alright, so that means you have two sectors. Both sectors will have the same parameter and both sectors will have the same area according to this question. Alright, so therefore, this is radius, this is radius, this is r theta, alright? Arc length is r theta. So I want to find a parameter first. So parameter will equal to 54 according to that. So r plus r, 2r, plus r theta should equals to 54. This one plus this one plus this one equals to 54. Alright, so theta basically is 54 minus 2r over r. I call it first equation. And then I have the area. Okay, area equals to 180. Half r squared, this is theta 1, alright? Theta 1 equals to 180. So yeah, I will sub in my theta 1 into here. So you half r squared, 54 minus 2r over r equals to 180. I simplify this equation. This one move here with 360 times 2. So with 54r minus 2r squared. Divide 2 for the whole equation. 27r minus r squared equals to 180. And then kind of solve this equation. R squared minus 27r plus 180 equals to 0, and then I try to factorize out here to find my r value. Wow, I use a calculator. So the calculator 1 negative 27 180. Okay, I got r minus 15 and r minus 12. So r equals to 15 or r equals to 12. But the problem is we do not know which one actually is the theta 1. This one is the theta 1 and the other one actually is the theta 2. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I try to substitute this value back into my theta here. So I'm going to call it theta first because I substitute 2 into here. So 54 minus 2, 15 over 15. Or I substitute 12 also. Theta equals to 54 minus 2, 12 over 12. So this theta will be 54 minus 30. 54 minus 30 divided by 15. This one is get 1.6. 54 minus 12 minus 24 divided by 12. This one will get 2.5. Since the question tell me theta 1 is bigger than theta 2, so I will choose this one. I rejected this one. So this one obviously is a theta 2. This one will be a theta 1. Alright, oops, it's blocking. So it's not negative 180. Did I write negative 180? Where do you get negative 180? Move here r square minus 27r plus 180. Why? I mean it's positive 180 because I move all my r thing to the other side. So you see my 27r become negative already. Do you see that? And then this one remain here, so it will become positive. So I'm so sorry. Maybe sometimes I do too fast and get you confused. But yeah. Okay, so this question basically just supplies just plug in some formula and work on it. Alright, so Okay, so if possible, then we go to the last two. Alright, so given that 4 and 7 are the mode and mean for the set of data, find the value of PQ and the median. Alright, so over here, we have some information at least. We know the mode is basically 4, and then we know the mean is basically 7. Alright, so if mode is 4, that's mean all the number here I have, the 4 should appear modes. So here you have 2 4 only, and then you have 2 12. So in order to make 4 become mode, maybe m and n both also is 4, but since they use m and n, so I will guess m and n is a 2 different value, but I know one of it must be 4, because in order to make 4 become mode, you should understand what is mode, right? Alright, so therefore this one I hold it first for later. I start doing from mean. Mean is what? Sum of x over n equals to 7, right? Sum of x, that means I sum all this number, right? I sum all this number. Alright, going to use a calculator plus quickly lah. 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 10 plus 12 plus 12. So I will get 51 plus m plus n over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equals to 7. Then m plus n equals to 63 minus 51. I mean n. So m plus n will equals to 12. Alright. See, this is 12 here. And then one of the number here, either m or n, must be 4, right? So the other one will be 8 lah. This is very obvious. So over here, the question tell me m must bigger than n. So since m must bigger than n, then m equals to 8, n equals to 4. Alright, because 8 plus 4 is 12. Right, I hope you can understand. Yeah, mean is basically the average. Yeah, ignore about P and Q lah. Actually, they want M and N. Alright, there's no PQ here. Yeah, no worry. I don't think this kind of mistake will happen in SPM. Alright, so then they ask about median. So median, basically I have all the number, I plug in my number. So I have all the number. I have 3, 4, 4, I have triple 4, right? 6, 8, 10, 12, 12. So basically you have 9 number here. Median will be the number on the middle. So this is a number on the middle, right? So therefore your median will be 6. Okay, median will be just a number on the middle. Okay, m and n cannot be 7 and 5 because they say mode is 4. Mode is 4, that means m and n, one of it must be 4 already. If you don't have 4 anymore, then 4 will not be the mode anymore. Alright, so move on to the last question here. Okay, the quarter range and the standard deviation of a set of data are 6 and 2.4. Find a new quarter range. So yeah, for the quarter range or range, we ignore about plus and minus. We only focus on multiply. So the range is 6, right? So if each of the values in the data is divided by 3, then 6 divided by 3. Ignore about plus or minus. Plus or minus only affect when you effective when you have the mean. Alright, this one is just 2. Very easy. Alright, variance. So you want to get a variance. Okay, this is standard deviation. So make to variance, you need to square it. And then variance, when divide, you need to divide the number square also. So I will just do 2.4 square over 9. Yeah, so you got 0.64. Right, just like that. Very easy. can you explain a bit about first quarter and inter-quarter range? Yeah, inter-quarter range basically is the third quarter minus the first quarter. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, quarter range just mean inter-quarter range over here, I guess. Alright, so that's all for class today. Yeah, for the question, does it have the answer? Yeah, this paper, all the answer is provided in the link I sent just now. Yeah, you can check it out, and I hope you do learn something from my life here. Yeah, get some rest, and tomorrow I will discuss about paper 2. Yeah, because I screened through the paper, the second paper of this Perlis paper have more K-Byte questions. Yeah, so tomorrow we will do Perlis paper 2, and on Monday maybe we will do one more paper 1 or paper 2 lah. I will try to find one more paper, but a lot of students, some students suggest about Terengganu, some suggest about Kedah, some about Kelantan. Yeah, I can't do so many paper. Yeah, you just, if you have time, you just go through the paper by yourself. Yeah, I will just select one more paper to discuss. Tomorrow mostly at night, I guess. Yeah, Monday I can't streaming for whole day. I work non-stop until 9 p.m. So Monday, if I do the streaming, I will be quite late. Yeah, and I guess most likely Monday I will live stream the paper 1 as well. Because paper 2, I can never finish one. And then I hope you guys can rest early. Also, so yeah, Kedah, so many K-Byte questions. Yeah, tomorrow will be night time as well, I guess, about 8 p.m. if not mistaken. But I will announce again on my YouTube channel there. Yeah, I will go through the Kedah, but then when I search online, all the Kedah paper, the quality is a bit blur. So yeah, I try to find a nicer one, but all the website also share the same Kedah paper and the quality is not so good. Yeah, but anyways, rest early. I wish all of you have a good night. And Selangor paper 1 a lot, okay, but yeah, I will try to screen through and then on Monday I will choose one paper, but tomorrow definitely will do the Perlis paper 2. Negeri Sembilan I already did, which already in my YouTube channel. You can check it out. Alright, good night and thanks for watching. Alright, see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest and do some practice before you come tomorrow. Will be more effective. At least you know what I'm talking. Alright, bye.